Thanks, Steve. Hang on a minute. Let me make sure I'm getting stuff right here. Turn that down. Can you fade that music out for me for a minute? Thank you, sir. Let me do a little bit of additional checking here.
What he said was, I'll make up for 3 of you guys.
Let's welcome.
All right, we'll see you around. All right, bro. Good to see you. Talk to you on it. Oh, just so you know, the shockwave thing. And they do 2 or 3 planes racing today. Yeah, they're talking about it in the briefing today.
Way down to the right. How are you this morning? We are trying to
right now, so
you in the air and on the ground like you've never been entertained before. We've got some of the fastest, some of the slowest, some of the most exciting and amazing aircraft right here in NAS Pensacola. Show. It just doesn't get any better than this. Today, you will see what we got for you right now. The
Is that right? Yeah.
We're going to celebrate freedom and away with the flag. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the 2010 NAS Pensacola Airshow.
I'll be like, all right, I showed you mine, I'm showing you yours.
Bring the action field from now until the time the Blue Angels take the field a little bit later in the afternoon. This is a spectacular day. The weather could not be any better. As we look at Special Operations Parachute Team, the Paracommandos have their streamer there. They're wingman to give their jumpers an idea of how they should line up to land. We've got just the right group to give them all technical landing. Lieutenant Colonel Christine Gould is here. She'll be telling you all about them in just a couple of moments. We'll have the parade of trainers so much as we represent and share with you what you all own, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of military hardware, including what your and my
What's that?
Capabilities of what they have. Now,
I pulled up halfway
through the gas. Just take a look. Very simple airplane. A design that goes back to the 1930s. Powered by engines whose design goes back to the 1920s. Radial engines, about 225 horsepower.
Or at least get it 2 or 3 gallons so I can move on down the road.
In front of us, the gray airplane. way more powerful, lots newer, with a 1,425 horsepower engine on it. A transition trainer from the beginning of the jet age. It taught students and cadet pilots, military cadets, to transition from propeller-driven aircraft into jet aircraft. The Army Air Force
I see it. Okay, now I got it.
Powered by a 220 horsepower Continental engine. The PT-13, the same airframe with a
only had that yesterday.
And the PT-18, the same airframe with a Jacobs engine, all radial engines. And then listen, high overhead as the T-28 Trojan comes by. Very unique sound. In its infancy, because the Air Force did not become a separate service until September 1948. Here's the engine on Prior to September of 1948, the Air Force was part of the Army. As a matter of fact, at the beginning of aviation in the United States military, the aircraft assigned to the United States Army, the Wright B military flyer in 1909-1910, was actually assigned to the Signal Corps. Later, it became the United States Army Air Corps, and then it became the United States Army Air Force, and September 18, 1948, it became the United States Air Force. The original T-28, as you see it off to the left coming across now at about 400 feet above the ground, or 500 feet maybe, was powered by an 800 horsepower radial engine. The Navy needed more power, so the T-28B was built with a 1,425 horsepower engine and a bigger prop. And then they decided
you're still mad about that, aren't you? No, but I knew what was coming. He's a big fella.
I do what was coming.
I should have listened.
Smaller propeller.
I don't listen.
No, you don't. Age does have a little wisdom.
Naval aviation cadets to carrier qualify. And so look at these Stearman biplanes coming in. Lloyd Stearman designed them in 1934, I think, through a series of acquisitions, mergers, monopolistic breakups. Boeing acquired the design rights and building rights for the airplane. So it became the Boeing T-17, or for the United States Navy, the N2S, N for Navy, and 2S. So, as we look at this, they come by, look at how close the landing gear are together. It was a challenging airplane to land because of the tail wheel and that very, very narrow stance. And our air boss, Wayne Boggs, is here. He's flown in these Stearmans a lot, and it's a dangerous airplane to fly in a crosswind, isn't it?
Well, the Stearman has a very short tail moment, which means the tail wheel and the main gear are very close together. The main gear is very close together. So the airplane itself is sitting on the ground is, I would say, inherently unstable. But it's one of those things that until you shut the engine down and put it in the chocks, you got to stay on top of it. It does not have a big rudder to handle in a strong crosswind, and it'll get your attention very, very quickly.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Wayne Boggs is our air boss. He's the man who keeps the airplanes apart and the show together. and he'll be working all of the aircraft throughout the day here during the show. Now, the Stearmans will go down to the left, back to the parking area. By the way, it was also used by, the aircraft was also used by the Royal Canadian Air Force, and they called it the Cadet. And so that name is stuck. So you got the Stearmans, you got the Boeing Model 75, as it was known. You've got the Yellow Peril, which was the name given by the Navy, and you got the explanation why from Wayne there just a moment ago. So we got a bunch of names for it, but it was a primary plane for the Air Force, the Army Air Force used to designate it. And the PT, BT, and then the primary, basic, and advanced trainers. And all of these airplanes have served well, and we will see shortly the parade of trainers right here as they come by in just a few moments. All right, ladies and gentlemen, look off to your left, if you will. This is the parade of trainers, and as we get them going here, take a look. From the left is the T-39 Sabreliner, flown by Navy Commander James P. Reynolds and Lieutenant Commander Jeffrey Henderson. The aircraft is the trustworthy and dependable in the concepts of low-altitude jet navigation, I should say, and air-to-air intercepts, and the employment of the APG-66 radar.
Man, look at that. Oh, I got that sky. Yeah. Flip it down the shutter, Greg.
Now coming through, we see the two T-6A Texan IIs. The first is flown by Navy Lieutenant Commander Richard Beston. Dash 2 is flown by Navy Lieutenant James Allenberg. The Texan II is a high-performance turboprop aircraft flown in both the primary and intermediate stages of instruction, and is the student's first step in learning basic flying skills, aerobatics, visual and instrument navigation, as well as complex formation flight. Coming through now, the Beech T-1A Jayhawk, flown by Air Force Major Stephen Gerken and Lieutenant Colonel Mark Twitchell. The twin-engine Jayhawk is used to instruct systems officers in low-altitude visual navigation, medium-altitude airways navigation, and electronic warfare operations. Now look off to your left, coming through now. The last aircraft flown in the T-28 family of aircraft is the T-45 Goshawk, flown by Navy Commander Kevin Lay and Commander, the other one, and I should say, and Commander John Pettit. The Goshawk compliance teams of the based on the design of the British Hawk aircraft. The Goshawk is used to educate students on the fundamentals of air combat maneuvering during the advanced stage of flight training. Your very own NAS Pensacola Training Air Wing 6. This is our 2010 parade of trainers. Trade Wing 6, with its 3 squadrons, prepares and graduates approximately 450 naval flight officers and weapons systems officers annually in the VT-4 Warbucks, the VT-10 Wildcat, and the VT-86 Sabreliner fly different types of aircraft. That Sabreliner that's going by right now. Coming through next will be the T-6 Texan IIs and then the T-45 Goshawk. A new addition to NAS Pensacola is the United States Air Force's 479th Flight Training Group, and they train all Air Force Combat Systems officers in the T-6 Texan and the T-1 Jayhawk. The Beech T-1 Jayhawk, business jet, turned out to be very, very useful as a military trainer and also a light transport aircraft for executives. The Sabreliner, same thing, came out of the civilian use and is serving well with the military. Here come the T-6 Texan IIs, a very interesting heritage from this airplane. As they pitch up to land, back in the different aerospace manufacturers. Called Jayhawks, the Joint Primary Air Training System. And guess what? The Hawker Beechcraft T-6 Texan II, and it carries the name of the original North American Texan from World War II, the Advanced Trainer, used by the United States Navy, the United States Air Force, and nearly 30 allied nations. And I want to give a quick shout out to former Blue Angels boss, Ross Bartlett, who is here. And boss,
better wipe it off.
I know you're loving seeing these guys now that you're working with the folks at Hawker Beechcraft with the T-6 Texan II. Very, very nice to see you here, sir. Glad to have you. We're going to bring these airplanes in, and as we do, we want to share some more about some of our great sponsors in the show today. We've told you about the Penn Air Federal Credit Union. We also want to tell you about the Building Technologies Division of Stearmans. They're a leading provider of energy building controls, electrical distribution equipment, fire, safety, and security systems. Stearmans Solutions enable Americans. Thanks to one of our aviation sponsors, L3 Vertex Aerospace, proudly supporting supply chain management right here at NAS Pensacola and NAS Whiting Field. That's L3 Vertex Aerospace, world-class aviation maintenance and logistics services. FedEx, proud to participate in the show this year. Let FedEx solve all your shipping needs overnight, ground, including the heavy stuff. Grow your business with customized shipping solutions from FedEx. Relax. It's FedEx. Breitling has created precision timepieces for 125 years. And Breitling instruments for professionals have a long history of use. Where accuracy, technical innovation, and reliability are critical, dating back to 1950 when guess who Breitling created the first wristwatch chronograph, which subsequently provided pilots with their first wrist instrument. Hertz Equipment Rental is a proud sponsor of the show. Whether you're a contractor or a do-it-yourselfer, from the smallest jobs to the biggest, Hertz Equipment Rental is the right place to visit in Pensacola for all your equipment rental needs. Want to thank the folks at Mobile Attic as well. Affordable storage as easy as 1, 2, 3. There's no need to rent a moving truck. We deliver your Mobile Attic self-storage unit right to your door. Need on-site storage today? Call this number. It's 1-877-994-8529. Sabreliner Corporation, the world leader in aerospace services, would like to salute the Blue Angels. Like the Blues, Sabreliner is committed to performance and innovation.
Yeah, actually, I didn't even see them. They had them hanging up.
Sabreliner.com.
That was really cool. And then my brother, he went out there with me, and he flipped it around. He said, check it out. I said, dude, I gotta have it right now.
I saw a program today.
The Home Depot is a proud supporter of the Navy and local events of the Pensacola community, including today's Blue Angels Homecoming Airshow. With over 2,000 stores nationwide, job site delivery, will call pickup, and a GSA scheduled contract. The Home Depot makes it easy to get all the maintenance and construction supplies you need. Visit the Home Depot booth today to learn more about expert service and products you need to get the job done fast. Home Depot store, more savings, more doing, and visit the booth today to learn more about how you can take part in the Home Depot Kids Workshop.